My name is Prakash. I've been with SAP 11 years, and I'm most recently responsible for our cloud platform as a service business, which is empowering customers to go ahead and modernize existing applications that they've had, build new SaaS extension applications, or allows our partners to build new applications leveraging SAP and non-SAP data. We started historically as an application vendor. Now, as we take a look at the types of problems people are bringing us into, for example, we have procurement systems and finance systems and all sorts of back office systems. People are running into business problems. For example, part breaks in an oil and gas field. What do you do with the part? How do you replace it? You probably need to reorder it in your procurement system. You probably need to go ahead and schedule a contract worker from Fieldglass to come out and replace it. You need to schedule a work order in a CRM system. Is that an application problem? It's not an application problem. So how do we actually enable that to happen? And APIs are critical to it. So we need to modernize our existing application stack with APIs. And we're doing that across our entire portfolio with HANA Cloud Platform. And we've inbound OEM to Apigee and actually built it as a core component to our platform, such that we can go ahead and enable companies to build those business mashups. We always think omnichannel is the way of the customer, and it's about the 50 different places that the customer goes. And that is the world we live in. There might be 50 places that they go, but how do you make it easier? And for you, should they go to 50 places within your website? Because you're competing for share and mind in real estate. So fundamentally, we can skin the digital cat to say, how do we do sensor to action, where people are not involved? Hey, that's more of an automation play. Washing machine breaks, it should go ahead and someone should ring your doorbell saying, can I fix it for you? You shouldn't have to call. That's an automation play. There's what I would call more of a B2B play, where companies need to work with each other. Sometimes cross-industry. I'll give you an example that happens is, we all know the automotive industry pretty well, car manufacturers. Now, we always think that industry is going in two directions. It's going in the Tesla direction of really cool cars, and it's going in the Google and Uber direction of self-driving cars. But actually, what do you spend most of your time doing outside of the car driving yourself? You have to go to work, so you have to deal with fuel. And when you go out, you have to deal with parking. And maybe you have to get food. It's primary aspects of a car. Now, who deals with fuel? Oil and gas companies, not automotive companies. And who deals with parking? State and local governments or private parking garages. What if you could enable an API ecosystem where within the car, you could the self-driving car could decide where it should park by calling into APIs from local parking garages. And it could work with oil and gas companies around best price for fuel or optimal fuel location or where you should fill up versus not. All of those things are things that a future API economy could enable. And actually SAP has built a solution, Vehicles Network, that actually deals with the fuel and parking kind of solutions. So we talked about, automation, and then there's this kind of B2B play. But the last one's this experience play. If you have core application APIs, you can actually build new experiences that are where the bar is going to constantly change. And if that bar constantly changes, what is that bar? And I imagine it's largely today mobile. Initially, the relationship was, hey, we're going to resell some stuff and work together. But where it got really interesting for me is when we decided to embed in our HANA Cloud Platform the capabilities of the APIs such that it isn't just, hey, here's something loosely coupled. We've done integrated security, we've done integrated usage, such that people can build apps like mashup apps in the concept of days, not weeks, not months, not years. And as we start making that type of innovation cycle real, where people could innovate quickly, they could try quickly, they could access quickly, that's when it gets really interesting. And API management, I think, is largely ineffective unless you actually have something to manage. which are APIs. And what's interesting is the natural synergy of why we needed to work together was super easy because our HANA Cloud Platform is the extension platform for SAP. We're putting all our business process APIs there. SuccessFactors and Ariba and C4C and ERP APIs and any of our back office APIs we're putting there. We've even got partners putting technical APIs there. Things like SendGrid for sending email or Twilio for sending text messages. So now we have technical APIs and we have APIs to deal with business systems. And then a third type of API kind of emerged, which was not execute a business transaction, but more, how do you calculate tax? It's a business service. Pass it a location, pass it some tax types and parameters, and get back what's your shipping tax or your VAT tax. Is that an app? No, it's just a standalone API to solve a tax problem. Which company needs it? Any company who needs to deal with the global economy. So we've got three types of APIs. Technical APIs, we've got business APIs, and we've got these business services as well, all of which require mission-critical usage. API management's core to that. And as we started mirroring the best practice content SAP has from an application, technical, and business service API, with the capabilities that Apogee has, I think we have a unique opportunity to do more than just API management. We can make digital real.